Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Toonkind of 12 frames per second. I'm JayJay. I'm playing Drew today, the funny little astronaut guy. And today I'm joined by the super awesome, nice, and funny.
I'm not that funny.
I gotta come up with a new one every time. So.
Hi, my name is Whis, and I'm playing Pepper Catherine today. She's not met Drew yet.
No, as most people on the farm haven't. Which it partially makes sense because Drew has not been on the farm for a hot minute because they went on that funny, quote unquote, funny little trip to Tazukanada to go to the lab. So they haven't been around for like a hot second, but it's fine now. They're
Oh
back.
dear.
They're back to work, even though majority of their job is just Lao bossing them around and trying not to get punched in the beak because he doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. Anyway.
Amazing. Oh dear. Okay. So it's early evening when Drew gets back to the farm, I think. So it's
Yes.
the sun's going down. It's not dark yet, but it's close.
Yes.
So what's Drew's first course of action now that he's back at the farm? He, they, what pronouns does Drew use?
Yes, he or they. Either of those
Okay.
work.
Good.
Yep. I would be under the assumption that Lao gave them a task to do. It probably involves fixing something that either Soul or someone else who lives on this farm that Drew hasn't met yet has broken because that seems to be their uh, their primary task is fixing broken stuff. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
something somewhere on this farm is broken and Drew has to go fix it now.
That's fair. And I feel because this farm is so big that you manage to miss the increasing number of people that hang out on it on a regular
Yep.
basis.
Yep.
Uh, Finding where all the broken things are is a little bit of an explorative process as well. So there's definitely infrastructure that Drew wouldn't have seen.
Oh, 100%.
Um, so why don't you go ahead and roll a why don't we start with a perception? How about that?
Yeah, I can do that. Whether or not Drew can is remains to be seen. Uh, cool. So that's an 8 plus 5. I don't know how to do math.
You can just do it in Dice Parser.
That's what I have Dice Parser for. Dice Parser does the
Yeah.
math for me.
Excellent. Okay, 13. Great. So you're walking through the farm, and there is an enclosure there that you haven't really noticed before. Possibly you've just never been on this part of the farm and it was dark.
That's highly possible.
But there is an enclosure there that you come across, and it's glowing. There's something inside it glowing quite softly, quite gently.
Um, I think Drew is gonna go ahead and make a slow approach to it because maybe this is the thing that's busted that they have to fix. They're not sure, so they're just gonna walk up all slow and try to see why it's glowing because they have
Mm-hmm.
no idea what could be in the box because they had no idea that people lived in the woods and now they know, so
And
they
now
don't
they
know
know.
anything.
Is Drew rolling stealth for this, or just
No,
cruising on up?
they're just walking up.
All right, cool. Let me roll a few things on my end first. Let's see.
Boy.
Oh, that very nearly bounced out of the tray. That is atrocious. But okay, that's great. Da 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 da. Okay, so that was an 8. Okay, cool. So you come up to the edge of this enclosure, and I neglected to ask Sorter what the firefly pen looks like, but you get up there and you're gonna have a look inside and check it out. And there's bugs in here. Funny that. Fireflies. Giant ass fireflies.
I think
Could explain how it glows.
they won't say anything, but internally they're just thinking, more bugs. Why am I not surprised that there is a whole extra box full of bugs here? As though there aren't enough bugs on the farm.
I'm gonna roll another one of these. I'm gonna roll it at advantage because you're right there and it's now lit. I don't like this D20. This is gonna be a very short FPS if she doesn't notice you. So, let me just try that one more time before I abandon this D20. I'm abandoning that D20.
It's cursed today.
It's that one is going in over there in the naughty corner. I'll get a new one in a second. Let's just use Dice Passer real quick.
Cool.
It's just Pepper. Okay, never mind. Do you want to roll one?
Sure. I'm rolling perception, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I get a different D20.
So Drew's doing only slightly better. Only slightly. It's an 11.
It's average. We love to see it. Yeah. Okay. So you're looking around this enclosure, and there is at least 15, maybe more, fireflies in here. It's hard to count them exactly because they're moving around and stuff, but there is one shape inside this enclosure that is not bioluminescent. You can't see necessarily what it is, but one shape in there does distinctly not glow.
Okay. I think rather attempting to not be rude, I guess, Drew's going to stare for a long hot second, in an attempt to figure out what it is. Before, is there somebody there?
Sorry, say that again.
Drew asked if there was somebody there.
Oh, okay, cool. Surely you heard that. I'm not gonna roll her perception. Yeah, the shape that doesn't glow, it perks up. It's not very big. It's still bigger than these fireflies, but it's not very big. It's just sort of, you can see it perk up, and it's got two little pointy ears, and then yeah, let me just roll a save real quick.
I feel like I should ask, how big exactly are these fireflies?
They're big enough to sit on Pepper's head, but small enough to sit on Pepper's head.
And how tall is Pepper?
Pepper is 2'6".
Okay.
And okay. You're kidding me. The other dice rolled really, really low. This one rolled 19. So we say there's 19. Which means she doesn't just straight up attack you. She's
well, that's
perks up
good.
and at your call. And there is a low, you know that kind of weird growl that cats do, the sort of
yes.
kind of noise. There's one of those sorts of noises, definitely a warning sort of sound, and you can see the ears just sort of go back a little bit. Who goes there? If you enemy, I will fight and win. You will not take fireflies again, yes?
I wasn't gonna take them in the first place. You can tell they're very confused.
I'm gonna roll Pepper an acrobatics to see how fancy she can be.
Well, this is gonna go great.
What the hell, Pepper? Oh, Pep, you're really out for game, aren't you? It's a 9. There is a spring towards the top of the fence enclosure for around the Firefly pen, and then there's a very undignified scrabble, scrabble, scrabble as the front feet landed, but her back feet didn't. She's like scrabble, 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 scrabble.
Are you okay?
She's struggling. Fine, I am not in any. She's gonna try and get up. There you go. That's a bit better. Okay, that's a 17. She manages to get up onto the wall. How tall is Drew?
Drew is exactly 4 foot even.
Okay, great. So she is now on top of the wall and looking down at you, and you can see this small cat with red fur, except for a few white patches, with yellow shorts, and she's now having very, very undignifiedly scrabbled up the side of this wall, leaning down, looking at you, very suspicious. Who are you? Why are you on Friend Carminia's farm?
I work here.
Blink, blink. Not see you on farm before. How do I know you are not lying?
I mean, I haven't seen you before either, and the farm's pretty big, and we're both kind of small.
She sort of squints at that. I am compact, not small. I have lots of strength, yes?
Yes.
True, I'm sorry. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Still didn't give a name, did he?
No, he did not.
Let me just roll a d10. That one. That's not a one. She's gonna pull out her war pick in one, like just one of them, and point it down at Drew. Identify yourself. Saying work here, great, but who you?
They're gonna raise a hand to their chest and just, my name's Drew, and I mostly just fix broken stuff.
Squint. Friend Carmina hire you to fix things on farm?
Lau hired me to fix things on the farm. I haven't met Carmina yet. I don't know who she is.
I'm trying to think whether or not Pepper actually remembers Lau's name. I can't even remember whether or not she heard Lau's name. I know that she didn't hear Blue's name. Let me roll an intelligence. What the shit, Pep? That is a 14. Apparently, your brain cells are working today. Okay. So she's just squint. You have not met friend Carmina, and you have been hired by Angry Wheelbird?
Yes.
Angry Wheelbird is looking after farm for friend Carmina while she is away. So, might make sense.
Drew internally is like, so does that mean I don't get stabbed? They won't say anything, but they're aware that they're essentially being interrogated. With good cause, because this person also seems to know Carmina, and the last people that brought up that name live in the woods and made them a part of it was either a rebellion or a revolution. I don't remember the language, the sort they used, but it was something like that.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Pep doesn't know anything about that. So she's gonna have that little bit of a think. No, that makes sense, I guess. and then sort of squint back down at Drew. So, Drew fixy things. Why come to Firefly Pen?
Um, Lao said something out here was broken, but didn't really specify what. So I'm trying to figure it out by uh using my eyes to see if stuff's broken.
Tilt her head to one side and then look over at the Firefly Pen, and you can do a quick insight if you like.
Oh yes, absolutely. I love getting any opportunity to shove Drew's disgusting insight modifier. Which is great because he's not rolling so great right now.
That's a 13. That's not too bad. Yeah, you can see as she looks over the pen where all the fireflies are, you can kind of see just from the way that her eyes move. She is counting them quickly as she looks over the pen.
Mm-hmm.
But then after a moment, she turns back to you. Firefly pen seem in good repair. Am guarding it well. Yes. No more intruders.
Does the Does the firefly pen get intruders often?
No. Once enough.
Once.
Had intruders come and take Frank Carmina's fireflies. We rescue, fight, win. Yes, but will not allow happen again. No.
That's good. You can roll insight if you want. You can roll insight if you want.
Sure. What's your insight modifier, Pep? Oh.
Whoa. You got so robotic so quickly. Holy crap.
Oh, and just looking at my secret thing, it's like, oh, weird. Why do I have such poor connection? What the hell?
There we go.
Well, there it goes. Huh.
I have no idea what you just said other than why do I have such a terrible connection, but you got a 5 on something.
Oh yeah, that was her insight. That's what she should be getting on intelligence based and Whis based rolls.
Okay. You get the vaguest feeling that Drew's concerned, and that's about it. You're not sure about what, they're just concerned. Can I ask how long you've been guarding the firefly pen? I can't talk today. The firefly pen.
It has been not been counting in number of weeks or days, but several, yes.
Okay, and Drew's gonna nod like, cool. Has Lao stopped by since you started guarding it?
No, not seen angry Wilbird recently. Not since Lady in Fire passed through the door in the floor. No.
Drew doesn't have time to unpack that right now. On the list of things that might as well happen, this sure is a one of them in Drew's head. I'm just simply amazed at the amount of times that Drew's just like, yeah, this might as well happen. From stuff that happens on the farm to Soul literally breaking into the apartment. Repeatedly. This is fine.
The way that Pepper describes things doesn't help either.
I love it so much, though. So I think Drew's gonna take another step inside because they feel confident enough that they think that Pepper believes that they are not dangerous, so this should be okay in theory.
She's still watching Drew very carefully. Like, she hasn't put her wool pick away, and she's still on top of the wall. But like, you're being watched. You're being observed. One wrong move, and then that's it. All over Red Rover.
Yep. I think they'll just sort of like raise their hands as they walk forward in like the innocent position and just, I'm not here to hurt them and I'm not here to take them. At this point, I'm just here to talk.
Well, the Fireflies do not really talk much. This one, and she points over at one particular one, is very feisty, good at jumping and pounce, but not so much on conversation, yes?
Drew will nod and then point at her and just, but you talk.
Oh, yes. I have learned, yes.
Where did you learn how to talk if you've been here a long time? As far as Drew knows, she's been here for like forever, because she doesn't. Drew knows next to nothing besides the fact that she has a war pick and looks ready to use it.
Oh, learn before come to farm. While Fireflies do not talk, others do, yes?
This is true. Do you leave ever?
Have not left the farm for some time. When realized that friend Carmina needs someone to help look after farm. Make decision, yes?
Drew will nod again. Like, they get it. It's literally their job to help look after the farm by fixing broken stuff. So but
It's hard work. Farm is very big, but we do patrols and we look after fireflies and we chop wood for Lady in the Fire, yes?
we?
We, yes? More than just me on farm, yes?
Who else is there?
Ooh,
Besides
well,
Lau.
Oh, well, there's, yes, Angry Wilbird, yes, and Attic Ghost, and Friend Tess, and Friend Mad Lad, yes. Helped very good with patrols, yes? Fight bandits.
Drew, who has met one of those people and does not, in theory, Tess could probably fight bandits, but does not seem like the type to go out and fight bandits. So are there more? Oh my goodness, excuse me. Are there more people besides you guys? That's already more people than I know of.
I'm gonna roll her history. Why are you rolling really well on these? What
to impress the stupid little robot. I have to ask, has Pepper ever seen a robot before?
Probably not. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, probably not.
Well, if I had a nickel.
So. I'm trying to think of if there was anyone mechanical in the Easter game. No, there wasn't. Okay, so I'm gonna just say no. No, robot's new. Probably just assumes that he's wearing armor. Quite frankly. Okay, so that was a 13 on a history check. Yes. Yes. Friend Mad Lad did mention others. Not met. Farm very big. But we will come to Fireflies eventually, because Fireflies are very good, but need a lot of care. Yes? And she just sort of looks back over them again, and you can just sort of see her eyes flick over the herd, I guess, might be the word, flock.
Yeah.
As she counts them again, and then nods, and then looks back at Drew.
Drew will absolutely nod again, because as someone who has to deal with, I do not remember what kind of bug they are. The main 3-4 bugs from the only FPS that Drew's been in that these bugs have also been in was the initiation, and that didn't go well, but that's okay.
Stag beetles, I think.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right. Um, so the fact that there is someone watching over other bugs means that Drew doesn't have to do it, and they're okay with that. You said there was an attic ghost?
Oh, yes. Very floaty. Enjoy making friends with Chompy Box, yes?
With who? Drew is trying, and just like, how many people are on this farm? It's like a magic trick where like the magician pulls out like a long string of handkerchiefs, but it's the farm with people.
Oh dear.
So the farm's haunted. That's cool.
Oh, yes. Most ghosts stay in main house, in attic, yes? They like the attic to be untidy.
Drew will nod, because as someone who's been in that house multiple times and never seen one of the ghosts, they're like, how is this possible? How have I been on the farm this long and there's still this many? What's going on? So who is Mad Lad?
Oh, friend Mad Lad is guard. They like to fight bandits and have shooty weapons. Very, very good for far away. Very strong. Very cunning. Good for rough and tumble brawl, yes?
I've never met them, so I don't know. But I'm gonna say yes, because it sounds like it.
I'm trying to think. Pretty sure they did, at the end of the FPS with Mad Lad, Pepper did get introduced to their stag beetle. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna say yes at this point. They are very, very good at fighting bandits and help patrol outside of farm. Yes. Also, they have very large Junebug red. Yes, is very good for riding into sunset for dramatic. It's good. Yes.
You guys are riding the bugs?
Only big ones. Yes. These ones, and she gestures to the fireflies, not large enough for riding, but they can ride us. And she would pick up one of them and plonk it on her head, and she seems very pleased to have it there. So she's got this firefly on her head.
Good. So who exactly are these bandits that you guys are fighting?
Let me roll her another intelligence. That's more like it. That's exactly more like it. There is this long pause, and then a shrug.
You don't know where the bandits come from?
Not bandits, no. There was the construction type folk that they came from over that way, and she just sort of points. But bandits sneaky. Bandits have different schemes, come from different angles. They attack farm. They are not good people. So we fight. we win. Yes?
I don't suppose my mic is not picking me up. Oh boy. I don't suppose you know why they're attacking the farm.
I'm not even going to roll her another intelligence because that's a 2. She's just going to have another dot shrug. Why? Not important. Only important that they are and must be fought and defeated and sent running with tail between legs. Yes?
Yes. At this point, Drew's just trying to get as much information as possible because Pepper is the only other person that they've talked to that have mentioned bandits attacking the farm. So now they're like, okay.
Unfortunately, she is an idiot.
But have you guys patrolled far into the woods?
Somewhat. And she does a little bit of a hand wiggle. Have found Frentes in woods. Yes? Is good for patrol. Very fast running Frentes. But mostly stay on farm. Patrol border. There is lots of border. But for now, staying here. Yes? Border is fine. Fence can take care of self for a while. Must make sure that Fireflies are safe. And she gives the one on her head a little bit of a pat.
Drew nods because Tess is a name that they recognize, so like we're good with that. So Tess has gone past the border. Guess I'll have to ask them about it then.
Oh, you know friend Tess?
I do know friend Tess.
Friend Tess, very good at running, very fast. Yes, is good for race.
I've never seen them do it. I have seen them throw daggers though, and they're very good at that.
I've not fought with friend Tess. Have definitely fought with friend Madlad. Very good test. Very good brawn.
Drew has suddenly realized that Pepper thinks that Drew fought Tess when that's not. Drew is quickly realizing their mistake and just being like, oh no, I made an oops today.
Yeah, you did in fact make an oops because I don't think you even need to roll insight, although you can if you want.
I could try. I could
go for it.
Certainly
it's
try.
Always fun when they've got a +7.
Drew.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
So that's an 8. I've got that one.
Oh dear. Yeah, okay. So there is a thought process that this cat, who I don't think introduced herself, quite frankly, this cat is going through a thought process of, okay, I enjoyed fighting Mad Lad, and this person has fought friend Tess. And then there's just this pause, and then I'm gonna roll a d10. Did I find a d10?
No, I don't think.
No, I did.
No, you
no,
did.
I did find a d10.
You found a lot of d10s.
That's right.
Yes.
I found a lot of d10s. There we go. That is not a 1. So she pulls out her other war pig, and then she points one of them at you. If you were working on farm to help protect, you must be tested, yes?
Oh, what are you gonna do, dude? Do I have to be tested?
Yes.
Okay.
Must be able to defend against bandits and construction people and any other threat to farm, yes?
I guess. Drew has one of two thoughts. One would be to turn around and sprint out of the enclosure before a fight breaks out in here, because they do not particularly want to fight this cat. And 2, they are concerned as to how strong Pepper is that made her the authority on protecting the farm.
Unfortunately, it's got nothing to do with her strength and everything to do with her intelligence.
I see. I suddenly understand everything. So, I think Drew is going to take like a few steps back and then just carefully turn around and walk out the door, but like the kind of walk that's like speed walking, like you have to cross the street really quickly. They went out now. Get me out of here. I do not want to be stuck in this enclosure with this cat anymore.
Oh dear. I'm gonna roll an insight. Not gonna go well, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Not too bad. That's a 14.
Okay.
Okay. However, I also roll her an intelligence.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This dice apparently likes Pepper being smart.
Oh, nice.
I mean, that's only an 11. That's only an 11, so it's not super great, but it's also not super terrible. So she's definitely getting the, I don't really want to fight this cat, but it's only an 11, so I feel as though she doesn't twig that it's, I don't want to fight this cat, full stop. But she's just sort of decided that it's, I don't want to fight this cat here. She's just going to very carefully put the firefly that was on her head back down on the ground with the others. Give it a little bit of a fond pat, and then she's going to follow.
It's a good plan. Fireflies can be a bit distracting and buzzy, so it's good not to have fisticuffs around them too much, especially with adventure that we went on. So here outside enclosure, very good idea, very good. Would you like to go first?
And she's just sort of standing.
Drew is going to like turn around and look at her and just, do we have to do this right now? They're very much like attempting to get out of it, because maybe if they can get out of it now, odds are that it'll be a long time before they see Pepper again, and she might forget by then. This is their thought process. This is their thought process.
Do you want to roll a persuasion?
I can try. I can sure try. After that one, I'm not so confident. Okay.
Oh, 19. That's pretty damn good. I'm not sure what you rolled to contest persuasions. Probably Whis. I'll just do a Whis save. Just do a Whis save.
That sounds right.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh boy.
I couldn't make that shit up if I tried.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane. So Pepper got a 19.
Yep. She doesn't have a modifier. Just a 19 on the dice.
So I mean, I'm gonna leave that one up to you, whether or not she accepts not fighting right now is up to you.
I think she's gonna sort of tilt her head to one side and then squint a little bit. Is now not a good time. Perhaps. She looks up at the sky and then looks over at the horizon a little bit.
Have been working long day, perhaps. Already tired. Is not fair fight. Must be well rested, yes?
Drew will nod and like very slowly, like, yeah, totally. Why I'm not doing this right now.
Oh dear, I'm gonna Yeah, that's what it's an 8. Yeah, fair enough. That's totally why you don't want to do this right now. Because it's late. She's gonna put her war picks away and put her hands on her hips.
Is only a good test, if it's fair. Yes? I well rested, and always good for fight at moment's notice, yes? Not everyone has experience in such things as me. Not everyone has gone on many adventures and get attacked by ghosts and giant rat, giant spider. Also, very important to take into account, yes?
You lost them at giant rat and giant spider, but they're still gonna nod like, like you are in fact talking to the person that upon leaving a place where they were alone for 2 years immediately went to a fighting arena and got stabbed. So I mean, Drew does not get, despite all of the weird crap that happens to Drew, getting attacked does not tend to be one of them. Oddly enough, that happens more to JR than any of my other characters, and that's weird. But
Hilarious. Oh
But-
dear. So Pepper is she's nodding. Yes, this makes sense. This makes sense. And then she sort of looks back at Drew.
Must get good meal and good sleep. Yes? In farmhouse is very good. Attic ghost will not bother. Funny cat will not bother. Is very good. Also must have not been to farmhouse for a few days. Must need to give more wood to lady in fireplace. Yes. I will accompany you, yes. And you will get nice and tucked in, have nice dinner. And then tomorrow we fight. Test, yes?
I don't live here. So I
Blink.
will not be staying in the farmhouse.
Is not a sleepover. Is well, in that case, when you return to farm tomorrow, then we will have test. Yes.
If you can find me, sure. And you can, like, I don't know if she could tell, but she was absolutely like, no, we're not doing this. This is not a thing.
Yeah, I just rolled her another insight.
Okay. Oh.
That's 2.
Nope.
She cannot tell.
Nope, not at all. Drew is absolutely being like the most blunt they've ever been, and it went right over her head. I love her. But I will leave you and the Fireflies alone, though, unless something breaks. In which case, you have every means to come find me or to tell Lau, who will tell me, and I'll come fix it.
It's good to have someone skilled in repair. I have tried to do some repairs, but it is not as simple as destroy. So I've not been very successful. So if things come about that need repair, I will come find you. Yes. Or send angry wheelbird to find you.
Yes, yes. The angry wheelbird will absolutely let me know. And they say this with like a sort of like, yeah, well, fucking let me know, all right.
I could just picture it in Lau's voice too. Come
Yeah,
fix it, whatever
yeah.
it is. That fucking cat leaves me alone.
Great, amazing. I love this. Oh my god. But
Dear.
I'm going to go home now. And we'll fight another time.
She doesn't have a mouth, but the bottoms of her eyes upturn, and she seems quite pleased with that.
Yes, is very good. We will have fight. We will test. And then we will train. Yes? Is good.
Sure. My mic didn't pick that up at all. Drew said sure, and that kind of like,
Yeah, that's totally gonna happen.
yeah, yeah, that's absolutely what's gonna happen. Totally. But I think Drew will give like a small wave and just sort of awkwardly turn and walk away, because how do you end a conversation with someone who just wants to fight you right now?
Oh dear. Yeah, there's no graceful way of getting out of that situation, is there?
I mean, it still ended better than 98% of their conversations with Lao, so there's that. They have that. Pepper has that going for her.
Oh dear. Yeah. So I think as Drew was, I think Pepper is just gonna jump back onto the wall around the Firefly enclosure and just watch as Drew disappears into the night, I suppose, with a farewell call of
Travel safe. Drew fix it. Bye bye. See you for fight. Yes?
Uh-huh. They'll like call over like the hill or wherever on the farm they've made it to. But but I think that's a good
Yeah, I
place
guess.
to fade out. This was so good. Oh my gosh. I can't
Oh,
believe
man.
Drew's just essentially signed up for another fight. The last time that they almost, like, that they were even close to fighting something, it was literally Saul. So, this is new.
Amazing.
But yes.
Drew didn't even get Pepper's name. I don't think she said it. So
Nope.
it's just like, that weird red cat over near the Fireflies
Yeah,
wanted to fist fight me.
yeah, but in retrospect, that's normal for Drew. I have to think.
Well, this was fun.
Yes.
I
this is
love
very
Pepper.
good.
She's such an idiot.
I love her so much. But yes, thank you for playing with me. Thank you to present and future listeners for joining us. This was so good.
Nothing like a bit of silliness.
Yes, Drew needed some of that.
Oh, he probably didn't think it was as silly as we did, but anyway.
Nope. But that's okay because I'm livid.
Oh, great. All right.
But yes,
I'm going to stop my recording.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.